What is going on, Buddha Nation family? Hello, how are you? How you doing? How you is? How you living? Welcome everybody to our monthly court stream, Friday night edition. I hope you all are doing well. You're in good health. You're happy and smiling. You got your snacks and your drinks. What's up, Ace? Ace himself in chat. I see Ace and his biggest fan. We see Tony Pope. Yosis is here. Matthew is here. ABM is here. Grenaders is here. Sharkman. What's going on, y'all? Anthony is here. Welcome to the stream, everybody. And those people that I've missed from earlier. Tiffany, welcome. So here's the deal. Normally, we get pretty heavy duty into these cases. However, with my son having started school back and he's doing his online learning from home, my schedule has changed. And with other things that have come up, I've been stupid busy and I couldn't prepare for the judge roleplay as normal. So the way we're doing it tonight, we're kind of winging it. We're going to do preliminary and traffic court stuff only tonight. We're going to go till about 9:30. And then at 10 o'clock, I'll be live over on Twitch doing some fun stuff. So that's what we're going to do, as many people as we can get through. You can see we're kind of sparse tonight. We're not as crowded in the courtroom as we normally are. So we're going to get through these. And however long it takes, or an hour and a half. And then next month, we'll be back on full force. We'll be back in court full force. But tonight's going to be kind of a light, chill session. So y'all hang out. Y'all have a good day. Don't forget to smack that like button. And just enjoy. And I will interact with you guys folks as much as possible. When there's RP going on, I may not be able to, but I will do my best. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Jacob. There's Fiercest. I see Cody. I see Melissa. I see Shoto. What's going on, man? Cop Kid's here. David Cash. Grenaders. Dr. PlayStation. Deontay Williams. Krista R.A. What's going on, everybody? There's my buddy Stoner Dom. Not sure where Rye is. Like I said, this is an off night for the court stuff. It's been an odd month, man. It really has. But we'll go, and I'm going to turn on my my in-game voice chat here in a second. I've got the cat up on the other screen tonight for some very specific reasons. For some reason, the Steam overlay isn't working for me in-game, so we've got that to deal with as well. So kick back, kick your feet up. What's up, Fasudo? And grab your snacks and your drinks and relax, and we're going to have some fun. All right, let me go ahead and turn on the in-game voice chat here. And you're going to hear me re-explain to the people in chat what's going on tonight. So, all right, can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Affirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so for those of you that aren't watching my stream, this is going to be a little bit different of a court night. You can see that we're kind of sparse compared to normal. We're not as packed. And due to personal schedules and things like that, I haven't prepared as we normally do. So tonight's going to be preliminary hearings. First come, first serve till we get through them, or 9:30. I got to cut it off at 9:30 tonight. So we'll get through everybody as quickly as we can. If it's going to take a little bit more than one court session, then we'll just do continuances and things like that. Okay, folks?
Gotcha.
Roger that. Sounds good.
Copy that.
All right, so who is first? I know we have a couple that have kind of done the homework and the footwork already. Why do we have the cat so I can look up all the citations and arrest records and see the details? We have a court session. I know. I know. Oh, that was you, Rebel, wasn't it? that
I'm the one that had messaged you, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Gus is here. I'll tell you what. Everybody who's sitting out there right now, if you're here to be seen for something, hold the X button and raise your hands up so I can take count. Yeah, 1. I know Rebels 2. There's 3.
Oh.
Gus is
So
in the
far you
back,
got
so that's
Meg.
4. Okay. All right.
Boy,
So
yeah.
here's what we're gonna do. And we got one in the back too. Is that correct, Bailiff? Okay.
Yeah, he was transported by PD.
Okay. Let's go ahead and see that person first, because it's probably going to be a bail hearing.
All right. We're good.
We'll figure out who it is. We'll figure out who it is.
All right, sir. For the record,
What's up,
go ahead and
Pickle
state your
Rick?
name for
What's
me.
going on? Hey, Steve. Bryant Sanders. What's going on?
Gus Lynch.
All right, go ahead and face away from me.
What are we watching? Who asked that?
Right this way.
Oh, he goes, shh, we watching. Hey, Mark Wren, what's going on? Tanner, you're doing
Go ahead and take a left.
You're doing the public defender thing tonight too, right, sir?
I actually don't have anyone that I'm aware of. If you need someone to be prosecutor, I can do that too.
Okay.
right,
Well,
you gonna
the
stand at this table?
DA's out of town, emergency. I don't know if he'll make it back, but if any of these defendants need, prelim representation, feel free to offer your services.
Open if they need it.
All right, sir, go ahead and state your name for me, please.
Yeah, my name is Gus Lynch.
1, Gus Lynch. Let's see what we got here. Spell your last name, please.
Lynch.
Middle name S as in Sam.
That's correct.
Okay. And why are you being seen today, sir? I don't see anything in the system here.
Well, first off, thank you. Excuse me, Your Highness. Officer Dank got
I knew
me.
that was coming.
I just want to say first, nobody read my Amanda rights to me.
You mean I'm sure you're referring to your Miranda rights.
Yeah, that thingy.
Okay. All right. So you were arrested by the sheriff's department?
I guess so.
Okay. Let me look through incident reports here and see what I can find real quick. Okay, I do see a report. They did detain you. Looks like you were in the park over near the pillbox area, and it was a harassment call.
That's what they said.
Okay, I'm just reading through the report, Mr. Lynch.
Yes, sir.
Guard dogs, sometimes they do. They have to. They only. There's only 2 times when they're required. One is if they are actually being arrested, and or if they've been detained and the police or deputies or troopers intend to question them on the scene about things that their answers could incriminate them. So those are the only 2 times that they're required to. But I don't see an arrest report for Mr. Lynch in here, so. Is one Deputy Craven here in the courtroom tonight?
I have not seen him, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So, is the woman the one who called the police through RP? Is she in the courtroom tonight?
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Why don't you go ahead and step up here, ma'am, into the witness box? I mean, I've got the incident report, but it doesn't look like they actually charged Mr. Lynch. So before I make any judgment on release, I would like to hear your side of it. You go ahead and swear her in, bailiff.
Yes, sir. Ma'am, go ahead and hold up your right hand. Or both hands. Do you swear for just for the record, what's your name?
It's Sherry Klein.
Okay. Miss Klein, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right. Thank you, Miss Klein. All right. So, as I said, I do have the incident report here, but they did not. It doesn't look like the sheriff's department or the DA's office have officially charged Mr. Lynch. It looks like he's just been detained for mental observation. So, go ahead and give me your accounting of what happened that evening, please. Well, I guess. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot I was on push to talk. Okay, so Miss Klein, thank you. Mr. Lynch has not been officially charged by the DA's office or the county sheriff's department, though I do have the incident report. But if you would give me a brief rundown of your account of that incident, I would appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor. That night in question, I was over at the park, and I was trying to enjoy a late dinner. It was a nice evening, and next thing I know is I'm being harassed by a homeless man who won't stop following me around asking for money. And I tried walking away. He's repeatedly followed me and was getting quite belligerent.
Okay, and it looks like at one point he did place his hands upon you or attempt to.
Yeah. Yeah, attempt to. But yes, he did.
Okay. All right, and if it were to come down to a civil matter, are you interested in pursuing charges against him for simple assault?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. All right, you can go ahead and step down. Thank you for your testimony. All right, Mr. Lynch. First of all, you are homeless. You do not have a residence at this time.
That's correct. I've been on these here streets for a long time.
Okay. All right. And it looks like that the medical professionals that had you under observation, they do have some concerns. Are you supposed to be on any medications or anything like that? I know they asked you that, but I'm asking you that too for the cases of this purpose or the purposes of this case.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Since I'm homeless, I know that there's programs, but some of the resources have ran out for me to get certain things. I have been smoking a little bit of weed off and on, so that's kind of how I've been managing everything. And yeah, so that it's been kind of tough being in jail.
Well, I understand that. At least you've had a roof over your head and 3 hots and a cot, though.
Yeah, I just don't have my freedom.
Okay. Well, that's what we intend to decide here tonight. What do you have to say for yourself about the incident that we were just discussing about, and we just heard Ms. Klein give her testimony of?
Okay. First off, I will say, I mean, I'm no stranger when it comes to having certain problems. I mean, this is probably the biggest damn thing I've. Oh, excuse me. This is the biggest thing that I've ever been in, and she's not wrong. I can't really say it's really any much difference from that. I was having a bad night, and it was just wrong place, wrong time. You know, I don't really have anything to say except I guess I was wrong. I mean, I do panhandle. I was just trying to get aggressive. I guess you would call it in a way that I shouldn't have.
Okay. Well, like I said, the medical professionals responsible for your observation over the last week or two, they do have concerns, but they don't believe that you're a danger to yourself or society, that you're just having a hard time with your situation, and maybe you should be on some light medications. So here's what we're looking at, Mr. Lynch. I'm not going to actually charge you with a full on assault. Okay, what I am going to charge you with is disturbing the peace, because you just can't.
Okay.
Why it's perfectly fine to approach other people in a public park. When it becomes obvious that they don't want to interact with you or want your attention, then you have to have that respect, okay, and just walk away or allow them to leave the area. It doesn't seem like that quite happened. So, at least from the incident report and Mrs. Klein's testimony. So, I'm going to charge you with a simple disturbing the peace, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to order you to find a halfway house, and I'm going to order you to find yourself some kind of psychological help, just so you can go and they can investigate more on the medications that they do think you should be on. Now, just
Okay.
because you've been absolved by the state legally here over this matter does not mean that a civil matter cannot pop up for a charge with simple assault. If that happens, then you'll reappear here to answer for that. And if it can be settled in a civil matter, then that's fine. We'll settle it. If it has to go further and the DA becomes involved, then it can be a legal matter again with the state. Okay.
Got it. I mean, since I've been off, weed and all that stuff since I've been here, I've been able to think. I mean, is there anything coming back for me for being in jail without getting the Amanda or whatever said to me?
Well, they can detain you for up to 72 hours if they believe that you're a danger to yourself and a crime has been committed. Okay, that's what they did. I don't see any further notes about an arrest order pending. I'll have to look into that. I don't believe that Sheriff Dank would leave that like a loose end like that. I'll have to look into that. There may be one pending, but right now nothing has been filed, and the DA's office has not brought charges against you.
Okay.
I can't say that what they found on you, that they found drugs on you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that you could still be charged with that. Okay, if Sheriff Tank did not sign and post that report, that arrest report, there has to be a good reason for it. Maybe it was due to your observation pending the outcome of that. I will have to look into that. In the meantime, you will be released on your own recognizance. You need to be responsible for yourself. You'll need to follow up with the court orders and go over to Pillbox and seek some kind of psychological help, at least to look into the medications that the state professionals have recommended in their report. And the court will contact you by mail if you need to answer for those drug charges.
Question is, where are you gonna send the mail?
Oh, that's a good point. That was a test, sir. You passed. I'll tell you what. Here's what's going to happen. Because I need you to stay in town, we're going to get you with the state probation officer. Not that you're on probation, but they have access to halfway houses and things like that, and he will serve as a point of contact for that legal matter.
Okay. I mean, I do like to roam around a lot. I mean, I actually kind of enjoy it. I mean, do I have to stay out of place or just say that I'm there and not be there?
I'm not sure what you're asking. Are you referring to be living in a halfway house?
No, I kind of like being out on the street.
That's gonna be
It's
up to
just
him. That's
comfort.
gonna be up to him.
Okay.
You do need to realize that this is in your best interest. So if you're doing everything else, and it doesn't seem like you need to be ordered to live somewhere, that's not where we're going with this. That was a simple get with a halfway house, use the services available to you, because that could lead to employment, that could lead to a place to live, and getting back on your feet. You understand? Because
Got it.
even
Yes,
though
Rick,
it's
yes,
not
yes.
necessarily a crime to be homeless, and to aside from trespassing and not being where you should be, sleep in places you shouldn't be at night, things like that, it's dangerous in the city, sir.
Right, I understood. That. If you look in the notes, I did have a gun on me, and I mean, that's why I kind of had it.
Well, I do understand that. You don't have any more weapons stashed somewhere around the city, do you? Because I know they took all of that stuff from you when they detained you.
No, hell no, because whenever I was at the homeless camp, I kept all of my stuff in a bag because, cross-eyed Johnny, he always tried to take all kinds of stuff, and I just said, nope, I'm gonna put it all in my little bag. So
Okay.
no, sir, no, sir.
All right. Well, here's what's going to happen. Like I said, you're going to be released immediately. But you do need to get with in the next couple of days. I would say by mid next week, you need to figure out, you need to contact the probation officer. They'll have your information. I would try to do that if you could before you left the building tonight, just because of your living situation.
He
Yes,
is
sir,
here
well,
today, Your Honor. He's in
Who
the
was
building.
that?
Okay. All right. Good. What's his name?
His last name's Freeman. He'll be in the glass office out in the lobby when court lets out.
Okay. All right. Bailiff, if you would go ahead and take him back so he can get, I believe they brought his change of clothes with him just in case he was released. You can take
Yes,
him
sir.
back and release him.
Okay.
Thank
That's
you,
his
Your
license.
Highness.
Your Highness. What? You're welcome, sir. I hope your life gets better. He called me Your Highness, chat. All right, let's get caught back up. V. Banya, thank you for subscribing. Fire Arson Investigations Unit has followed. That was funny, Your Highness. Isaac Collier, thank you guys for subscribing.
Go right
Ramos
back in the cell
Marvin,
you were in before.
Michael Porterfield, welcome. All right, I gotta
Okay.
move.
Another
before
court
I get
officer is going to
kicked.
come with your clothing, let you get changed out, and then they're going to release you out the back door, okay? Make
If I
sure
don't
you
move,
stay
y'all, it's gonna
around
kick
here
me for AFK.
and speak with the gentleman that you have to talk to, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
All right.
They'll be with you soon.
What's up, Max? Zachary? Sheriff Hunter Russell, welcome. I don't know what was going on there. I saw a little bit of back and forth between moderators and some people. Thank you, Madeline, and the other moderators for taking care of that stuff and keeping the chat in line, so to speak. All right, next case. Don't be shy, folks. If you got a case, step on up.
You do have one Jeremiah waiting outside as well.
Okay, if you wanna go get him, we can have him next Looks like we do have somebody stepping up here. So if you want to get him, go get him. Tell him to get his butt in here.
Sit down, girl.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. Go ahead and state your name, please.
Amy Rico?
I'm sorry, that was Amy Rico.
Yes, it was.
See what we got here. Ba, 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 ba. I know we have it. There we go. One Amy Rico. All right. Hey, Jerry, what's up? How are you? There's Cage Freedom as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Amy Rico. And we don't have anything, folks, in... Let me go look in the police reports here. There we go. General citation. Driving without a valid license. Subject was off-roading on Joshua Road. Driver didn't have a valid license, but passenger did. Had passenger drive the car home. Original driver was ticketed. Okay. All right. I'm assuming this is in relation to your traffic citation, ma'am.
Yes, it is.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to commend you on your absolute lack of professional attire here tonight, ma'am. Are you headed to a nightclub directly after this? Are we holding up your plans
kind
for
of.
fun?
Kind of.
Well, at least you're
But
honest about
I
it.
don't have any other outfit
Okay.
for her yet.
So
I gotta go get her a new
why
outfit.
do you not have a license? Was it suspended?
No, it was still pending at the time.
Okay, so
So-
you knew that the license was still pending in the system, probably because you rushed there on a Friday afternoon 5 minutes before they closed, and didn't realize that it was going to take a 24 to 48 hour period, possibly more, to get that into the system and active. Is
That'd
that
be
close?
That would
Okay.
be correct.
All right. So you knew about that, and you still chose to go out and drive.
Yes.
All right. So what do you have to say for that?
It was a very stupid decision, and
Okay.
it was not smart of me.
Do you know what that's going to do to your current license status?
It's going to be suspended.
It's
I'm back.
gonna delay the approval a little bit longer at the very least. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and order you to pay the full $250 fine for that. No jail time will be served. But if between this moment in time right now and the time that your driver's license actually becomes officially approved in the system, that you're caught driving, you'll probably not have a chance to have a license for at least a couple of years, and you will be arrested at that point for a repeat offense.
Understood.
Okay. All right. Do you have the $250 with you tonight, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
All right. Immediately following the court session, there should be somebody out there to take care of that. If not, there will be some opportunities coming this next week to take care of that as well. Okay.
Understood.
All right. Go ahead and step down. All right. Is the defense ready with I believe it's Mr. Jefferies?
Oh my god, they told me to come in here, so I'm here. Am I next?
Come on, Jeremiah.
Okay, I'm coming.
Your Honor.
Found me a sweater today. Oh,
Here
gee,
we go.
I'm stuck on a wall. Here we go. Oh, hang on.
Indecent
Yep, this way.
exposure.
There we go.
This
Hi, Your
happened
Honor. How you doing?
on- Back in May. Okay. All right. So I
Me
feel like
too.
last time this was a continuance. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. So just to refresh everybody, Mr. Jefferies was walking down the street when the police arrived on the scene. Subject stated he did.
Supposedly.
Okay. So,
Let him
well,
finish.
subject stated that. Okay, so backing up, the police were responding to an indecent exposure report. When they made contact with you, you did. They say in the report you did state that he did, quote, rub his meat juices, end quote, on a female. Okay, your client also attempted to flee on foot. And he was taken into custody by an LSPD officer after a short pursuit. All right, those are still accurate facts?
Your Honor, fact.
He never ran.
Fact, Your Honor, we wish to move.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out.
With respect, Your Honor, we wish to move this to a jury trial.
Okay, so I'm assuming that your client is entering a plea of not guilty and contesting the entire charge, right?
At this time, correct.
Okay. And to be clear, Mr. Jefferies is claiming that he did not, in fact, intend to. He was not fleeing. That is an incorrect fact in the report.
That is correct.
I did
Your Honor.
not run. Yes.
Okay. Where would the officers get that idea that you were running?
Your Honor, we would like to plead the fifth.
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to get your client to incriminate him. I'm simply trying to get some background information for notes if we're going to move to a jury trial on this.
Understood, Your Honor.
That's if you don't wish to answer, that's fine. I was just simply trying to get some background information. Okay, so so it looks like on the calendar, the next jury trial is going to be in. I don't believe it's going to be in September. I believe it's going to be mid-November. It'll be a special session. So we'll go ahead. We'll move to jury trial on this with a not guilty plea, and that he's contesting the facts of the report. So you guys we'll give you plenty of notice, but you guys will have some time to finalize your defense. But keep in mind the DA is also going to do the same, and we'll have all the officers or most of the officers involved here to testify as well.
Understood, Your Honor.
Also, be aware that in the case of a guilty verdict with a jury trial, unless the DA wants to make some sort of deal beforehand, if the jury finds him guilty, then he'll be responsible and held accountable for the full fine amount and the jail time that can be served.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll enter that order in, and we'll get set up for a jury trial.
Thank you, Your
ABM,
Honor.
thank you for
Your time.
becoming a member of the
Are we
YouTube
done?
channel royalty, sir. Thank you.
Are we good?
Yep, we're good.
Yes,
Yep.
you are on
Go ahead and
both.
step
You
down.
are a badass.
Man, they
sir.
said public defenders was
I
stupid.
gotta
I got
add
the
you to
smart one.
Wiseman now. Okay, so that one's done, y'all. We're moving right along. Okay, all right. So who is Don't be shy, folks. If you got a case, go ahead and step on up.
You go first, Toro.
Go for it, Oil.
Go first.
Go for it,
Oh,
Oil.
teammate? Okay.
So much chivalry, back and forth. I love it. All right, sir. Go
Sorry
ahead and
about
state
that,
your
Your
name.
Honor. I had paperwork.
My name is Willie Rodriguez.
You said Willie Rodriguez.
Yes. Willie with IE, not a Y.
Billion. Ba, ba, ba. Billy Rodriguez reports. Reports. General citation. There we go. Reckless driving and speeding. All right, sir. Do you not have or? Oh, wonderful. We get disconnected from the server. Wah 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 wah. Son of a bitch. Now I got this dude in my chair. Let's see if we can get rid of him. Son of a gun. Gotta love it,
There
folks.
you go, Your Honor.
Gotta love that glitching. Gotta love that glitching.
You didn't see that? I'd like that to be stricken from the record.
That whole man with green
I'm
hair was
sorry.
stricken from the record.
I'm sorry.
Cancel culture at its best.
That was awesome. All right, Mr. Rodriguez, you're back now with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it looks like the charges were reckless driving and speeding in the 10 to 14 over classification. Is that as you understand it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, looks like the details on the report is you were traveling westbound on Route 68 out in North County when you were clocked by, it looks like, is that state troopers? Let's look. Nope. Sheriff. Okay, so when you were caught on radar and clocked doing 12 over the posted speed limit by the sheriff's department, which then a deputy did perform a traffic stop and make contact with you at that time, correct?
Yes, he did.
Okay, it also looks like you did attempt an illegal pass while in view of that officer, why he had you in his view as well. Doesn't
Yes.
look like you were charged with any illegal passing or anything like that. Okay, it did look like they could have arrested you for the reckless driving, but they didn't, so you caught a break there. Are you going to be representing yourself on this, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And how are you going to plead to these charges?
I plead guilty. I take full responsibility for it. I was
Okay.
not paying attention.
Okay. Well, I can certainly understand that with the speeding. Even though I'm the one holding the gavel up here, I have had my share of speeding tickets in life. I can understand that. The one thing that does concern me, though, is to make an illegal pass over double yellow like that. That requires a conscious decision. Okay, so and that's fairly dangerous. The double lines are there for a reason because it's been determined by people that are much smarter and much more educated than you and I about, safe travel on our roadways. So I'm going to ask you that you be a little bit safer in the future, if you would, okay?
Of course, Your Honor.
All right, so these are both misdemeanors. Here's what I'm going to do. It looks like total, we're talking, there could be possible jail time for the reckless driving. But because you're pleading guilty, no contest, and you do seem like you do understand the gravity of your actions that day and how you did put other drivers on the road at risk, you're not going to serve any jail time for this.
Thank you, Your
What I'm going to do is, it's normally it's a $1,400 fine between the two of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock that down to $1,000. All right, no time served, but you will have those citations and the points on your record. Okay.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
As with everybody that comes before me, here's the caveat: if you come back before me with the same type of stuff, especially the reckless driving or the illegal passing, we won't work with you. I won't be so willing to work with you next time. You understand?
Oh, yes, I
So
understand.
don't make the same mistake. If you come back for causing an accident or something like that, that's a different story. You know what I mean? But if you made the mistake once, don't make it again. And if you do, pray to God that you don't walk into my courtroom.
Of course, Your Honor, I understand.
All right. Can you pay that $1,000 tonight?
Yes, I can.
All right. There should be somebody out there in the lobby immediately after the session to take your payment and cancel out those tickets. All right. At least the balance owed on them. Okay.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. You are free to step down.
Thank you.
Moving right along, folks. Fortnite Henry, what's up? Welcome. There's Bradders. What's up, Bradders? Thanos, welcome. I broke the gavel. Jordan Benedict.
I
John
have
Tater.
something.
Good to see you guys. Donnie Cross, welcome, y'all. All right, who do we have that's next here?
Nina Rose.
Nina Rose. Nina Rose, let's look up that name. We have general citation for one. Nina M. Rose. Trespassing. Suspect trespassing at a hotel. And she was trespassed from the property. All right, Miss Rose, I'm assuming that this is you're responding to the charge of trespassing.
Yes.
Okay. From the postal code, it looks like that was up in Paleto Bay.
Sandy.
Sandy,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, Sandy Shores. Okay, so how are you going to plead to this? There's not much detail aside from you were where you shouldn't be, and the local law enforcement is called and they trespassed you.
Right. I'm just gonna pay the fine. I know I shouldn't be trespassing in that area, but I will pay the fine for
Okay,
that.
so what were you doing there at the hospital?
I was just walking around. I wasn't really doing anything, just walking around.
So you weren't there to visit. You didn't have any business there. You were just
No.
walking through the hospital.
Yeah.
All right. All right, well, here's what we're going to do then. Normally, you would serve time in jail, especially for trespassing on that particular type of property.
Right.
But since you were cooperative, you did not cause any problems. We're going to forego the jail time, and it's going to be the full $1,000 fine.
Okay.
Okay, and this will stay on your record as a misdemeanor charge. If you get caught trespassing again in the future, before this drops off from your record, then you're going to end up doing the full jail time, okay? Just like you heard me tell that last gentleman, don't make the same mistake with me again. I'm being lenient with you here.
I know. I understand.
All right, you can pay that fine tonight, yes?
Yes.
All right. out in the lobby after session. You may step down now.
Thank you.
But she was hitting on the cop. All right, and go ahead and state your name, ma'am.
Akiza. I'm gonna have to spell out the last name for you.
These names. I don't even know if I'm spelling this right. Let's see.
There you go, Your Honor.
Can't even see that. Akiza. Akiza is Zinsky. There we go. Another general citation. Reckless driving. That last name pronounced Zinsky?
Yes.
You're not related to a Cheryl Zinsky, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, good, because she was convicted of Black Widow crimes and murders about 20 years ago in my much younger days, so.
No.
All right.
Your Honor,
So,
I'm not.
reckless driving. What, bailiff? What is it tonight with all this craziness behind the
He's
wheel?
actually, Your Honor, he's
Your,
actually the
Your
one
Honor, people
pulled me
were
over.
quarantined for way too long, and they forgot how to drive. I think we need to send everybody back to driving school.
Copy that. All right. So, what do you have to say for yourself? It looks like the arresting officer says they spotted you fall from the top of a large rock after jumping it with a motorbike.
I got hired for stunt work with motorbikes, and yeah,
you got hired for
doing...
stunt work.
Yeah, I got hired for stunt work.
All right. I misunderstood you there. Go on.
So we were shooting a scene, and I was doing my part, and someone called the cops on us. So.
Okay. All right. So
Before
yeah,
I
I do
actually
have
made the stunt,
incident
I checked the
reports here.
roads.
I got you. Okay. So here's the deal. Where did you get the piece of paper with the county sheriff's department seal on it? First of all, we're going to get into this here real quick, but where did you get that piece? Who did you pay the fines to? Where did you get that quote unquote official?
Through my director.
Through your director.
Through my director.
Okay, and is your director? I'm guessing he's not here right now.
No, he was out of
he's
town,
not.
and he mailed it to me.
That's convenient, isn't it? Okay, all right. So here's the deal. First of all, just so I know you're an actress, just so you understand that what the way it works here, when it comes to film permits and film production permits, especially where it comes to public roadways, public properties, anywhere that the general public is involved and nearby, that goes through the state film commission. Okay, it's a state given right for you to record, or for a production company to film or do any production in those areas that I just mentioned. Okay, that doesn't come down to the county sheriff. The state literally tells the county sheriff what they expect of the county sheriff in the case of if they need officers or security or to close off roads or any of that, and then they give them an overtime budget. The county sheriff, nor any of his deputies, nor any person in his administration is allowed to, nor has the power to grant any kind of filming anywhere in the state. Doesn't matter what the local jurisdiction is. Okay? That's the way it works. So you understand already where the problem is, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I can see the light bulb just kicking on and it's bright as ever. So your director gave you a piece of paper that looked official, and then I'm lost from there. Typically, the director's on scene. Was the director there that night?
Yes, and then he split as soon as the cops showed up.
As soon as the cop showed up, he split. Also convenient, wouldn't you say, on his part, for him. He's not here to defend you in court and to own up for his mistake, whether or not it was malicious intent or not. But he also ditched you, and I'm assuming whoever was in the production crew that night on the scene at well.
Correct.
Okay. Are you willing to provide contact information and identity of your director to the court?
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Because otherwise you're going to be held liable for that. Okay, you were the one that was charged with it. It doesn't look like there was any incident reports here from any other witnesses in a production crew or anything like that. So you understand why the whole thing sounds a little, let's say, fishy. Okay, if you excuse the parlance.
I completely agree, Your Honor.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen. You are going to need to get yourself some legal representation. I would not delay on that. I would get it as soon as possible, because your ass is on the line for this until we get a hold of that director and the police. I give them a warrant so they can pick him up or arrest him, or he turns himself in, something like that. Okay. The biggest issue here is that your motorcycle ended up across 2 lanes on a busy 2-lane road out in the county and almost collided with a police car. Right? Mere feet, mind you. 10, 15 feet tops from two gas pumps. In a busy location, a busy mechanic shop location. Right? So you see where the problem is.
I also have dash cam.
So we're gonna schedule a continuance on this. You need to get with a lawyer. You need to get that lawyer the information that I just requested for your director and anybody else that you answer to for that production company. Anybody else you consider a boss or supervisor. Okay? And then from there,
sir.
we're gonna next month, at the end of September, you're gonna come up here again, and we're gonna go over all the details, and we're gonna decide what to do from that point.
Understood.
All right. In the meantime, your license is going to be restricted only to work. Okay? If you get caught doing anything but going to work and coming back, driving on the job for your acting on a closed set, whatever, anything beyond that, so much as a speeding ticket, as a parking ticket, as I forgot to signal when I made that turn, then this is going to get a whole lot worse for you, okay? You need to be on your best behavior from here on out until this is settled.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. There will be no bond hearing needed. You're not going to be held on bond. I don't see you as a flight risk. Don't make me regret it, ma'am.
I won't.
All right, you can
I'll
go
be
ahead
the
and step
perfect
down.
little angel you expect. Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, quick question.
Yes.
So I did log I did turn in the dash cam from that night because it was my car that almost hit her. Do you want me to put in the paperwork to get a rush and seal the dash cam as evidence?
Yes, that would probably be a good idea. Get it to the DA's office and to the defense whenever she decides who that's going to be. All right. Moving right along. Who's next?
Go ahead.
All right, sir. Go ahead and state your name.
Wesley Travers, Travers, Your Honor.
Warning, armed evading.
All right, looks like this happened on the 18th of this month.
That's correct.
Sir, this is quite the list of charges here.
Yes, Your Honor. I know.
Okay.
If I could say something, I would be willing to plead guilty if I were able to enter a statement beforehand.
Okay, well, you'll get your chance. Hold on. Let's not get ahead of yourself here. And as my grandfather would say, don't screw yourself before it's time to be screwed. Okay.
Yes, Your
Are you not utilizing any representation whatsoever?
No, Your Honor, I am not.
And that's by choice.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let it be entered into the record that Mr. Travers has refused any and all legal counsel of any type. All right, so I do have the incident report here pulled up on my screen. Why don't you go ahead, before we get your statement, why don't you go ahead and give me your account of what happened?
Okay, Your Honor. Well, I was definitely not in my right mind that night, and I was convinced that there was something going on at the military base. So I, through a connection, stockpiled some weapons in my car, proceeded to charge the gate. Unfortunately, took some shots at some first responders when they tried to approach me. Then I fled at a high rate of speed, putting the public in danger and flipping my car with an officer in pursuit.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's an honest representation. So before you officially enter your plea, do you have anything to say for yourself at all?
Yes, Your Honor. I know it's not an excuse, but in the days before, I've been diagnosed with multiple mental illnesses, and my symptoms had gotten really bad in the previous days, including my paranoia, to the point, in fact, where I didn't show up to work, so I lost my job. So I was extra not in the right frame of mind. And as I said, I was convinced that there was something going on at that base that was nefarious and that only I could deal with it.
All right. Well, I can appreciate that. So here's what we're looking at. I mean, you're looking at years in prison for this.
Yes.
You know that, right? At the very least, years, if not decades.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're also looking at just shy of $30,000 in fines.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're also looking at the fact that you're going to lose your license. You are going to be barred and prohibited from here on out from legally owning any kind of weapon. No open carry, no CCW. You're not going to be able to get any kind of jobs that require any kind of secure clearance or working for a bank, etc. You understand that, right?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay. And knowing all of this, you still choose to just to enter a plea and to not go to jury trial, to not seek any kind of legal representation, anything like that.
As I said, assuming I can make a statement and ask for a couple of assurances.
All right. I'll go ahead and give you a few minutes here to go ahead and make your statement, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. As I said, I was not in my right frame of mind that night. I have the utmost respect for officers of the law and our military. As I said, mental illness it's a nefarious thing, sir. My brain was not my own. I was honestly a little terrified of myself. I woke up in the hospital and I didn't know what I had done until the officers explained it. My only request, because I realized the gravity of the situation given what I was carrying and the incidents that I caused, my only request is that while I am incarcerated for however long the court may deem, that I am able to receive adequate psychiatric care as well as adequate medication management.
All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna read the charges aloud, just for them to be entered as a matter of record, and then I'll go ahead and give you my ruling.
Your Honor, I beg your pardon in my lateness, sir. I was stuck between two 72 deuce and a quarter, and I had just got let free. Your Honor, I would like to approach the court and ask to talk to this man. The seriousness and the gravitas of this case here. This man crazy. Bless your heart, son. You know, bless your heart. And I will be willing to talk to this man and perhaps take him under my wing pro bono. Sir, on account of this man can't just be allowed to be put into penal system on account of he crazy. You understand? I don't even think he know what he's saying.
Well, I can appreciate that, but Mr. Sharkskin, to be aware, so you're aware, I have asked him 3 times, 3 separate occasions over the last few minutes, and informed him of the gravity of the situation, the results of what could happen, and how his life is going to be impacted negatively by his decision. He's 3 times now he has refused legal counsel. Okay.
Yes, sir. But also, sir. But right after you asked him that, he did deny counsel, and then immediately followed up. I was not in my right mind. Your Honor, I think it's fair to say that this gentleman ain't in his right mind right here. Oh, right here. I don't think he is, sir.
Okay,
and
well,
I would
then
say
here's what
maybe
we're going
he
to
should
do
be
since
placed
you're here. Since you're here right
yes,
now,
sir.
I'm going to go ahead and I will give Mr. Travers one more chance, if he wants to accept your legal counsel, and we'll move to a jury trial. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I do agree these are very serious charges, and if Mr. Travers does have some sort of medical condition, confirmed mental or medical condition that's going to have an effect on this case, then I agree. We definitely need to be exploring that. There are some issues with this case, with the paperwork. I do believe that is on the end of the LSPD and the officer that did the original arrest. So, Mr. Travers, once again, one last time, Mr. Sharkskin here, who is a legal defense attorney, is offering to provide his legal services for you in this case. Do you or do you not wish to take him up on that?
Given his magnanimous stepping forward, help someone he didn't know, then yes, Your Honor, I would like to take him up on his offer of legal.
Okay.
I know I'm still probably likely to be in a lot of trouble, but hopefully we can work together.
Well, I can appreciate that, sir, and I think that's a very wise decision on your part, because, I mean, you've heard of being up a creek without a paddle, right?
Yes.
You were about to place yourself squarely in shit creek without a paddle in sight and a leak in that canoe. That ship was
Yes,
going
that's right,
down before you even set foot on it tonight. So this is a wise choice. So here's what we're going to do. Did you pay any kind of bail? Or were you
I did
released
not.
after 72 hours?
I was hospitalized and then released. I have not been in any contact with the authorities.
Okay. So you were remanded to the local hospital observation ward, and then after the 72 hours they just released you.
Yes. Sure.
Okay. The police did not come and talk to you at all about the terms of release or anything like that. They have not contacted you since?
No, Your Honor, they have not.
All right. Then I would assume that they're fine with that, and there's not a mistake on that part. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to direct the DA to look into the paperwork on this. I would highly recommend, Mr. Sharkskin, that you also follow up on that from your end and take a look at the records. While the charges are there and the arrest report is there, the incident report is there, they are missing a narrative on their arrest report. That could be in our system. That could be the way it actually is. But that's what we're looking at here. So I would highly advise you to make sure that you hit that angle up with the DA when you're meeting with him about this. And if you guys can come to some sort of plea bargain in between, considering that Mr. Travers was already ready just to throw caution to the wind on this and plead guilty. If you want to settle this with a plea bargain with the DA and both sides accept before jury trial, we will entertain that as well, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Your Honor. We'll have a discussion after this little hearing, Your Grace.
Okay. All right, Mr. Travers, you are.
I forgot him. I'm pushed to talk. Oops.
I don't believe, Mr. Travers, that you are a flight risk. However, if you get into trouble again between now and when this is settled, that's not going to look good for you, and I will have you locked up until the court date. Okay.
I understand, Your Honor.
All right, you may step down, sir.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
And Your Honor, the reason
called
he
Your
is
Highness
out,
and Your Excellency
is because due to the magnitude of it and what was found in the vehicle, it was handed over to detectives, and I think it took them after he was released from the hospital to actually go through with the charges.
All right, that's good to know. I do believe we have a Miss Ella is next on the docket.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello. How do you spell your last name, ma'am?
It's E-L-L-A. I was told something about a failure to appear thingamajig from last month.
We do have a call to answer charges on record, but no bench warrant has actually been issued at this point. Thank you for.
So I'm good to go then? Is that...
well, no, we still have the issue of a citation in your name.
Okay, we can proceed.
Looks like it was a citation from back in July 2nd.
I'm not familiar with it.
Okay, it was a
I'll take your
failure
word
to
for it.
signal. All right, it's a misdemeanor infraction. It's only a $238 fine. Let me read you the narrative on the citation. The subject was observed making multiple turns without using signals. Miss Ella was cooperative with officer, ticket issued, and you were released on scene. Do you remember that at all now?
Vaguely? I vaguely do. Is there an officer's name
Looks
on it?
like it was the state police.
I have a bad memory, so we'll just go with it. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So if you don't remember, I mean, so you have a choice now, Miss Ella. You can either just plead no contest to it and pay the fine tonight and be done with it and just have it on your record. This is a low. There's only 1 point on your record for this, and misdemeanor citations in the absence of any felonies or serious crimes related to it fall off the record after 3 years. So you have that option, or the other option is you can plead no guilty and you're contesting the charge, and then you can secure legal representation if you want to, and we can have a hearing on it.
Let's just do option A, because the second one seems like there's a lot of work involved. So I'll just do option A. Is it very expensive, or?
It's $238.
Oh yeah, I'll take care of that right now, or as soon as this is all wrapped up.
And you can pay
sure.
that tonight then. Okay. All right. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
then we'll
Yes,
go
Your
ahead and we'll just enter a plea of guilty, no contest, and you can pay the fine. And if you don't have any more repeat offenses, make sure you signal. Then it will fall off your record after 3 years, and it's only going to be 1 point. So it's a very minor. It looks like they witnessed you making multiple turns, so you could have had multiple infractions tonight. After 5, it becomes a felony citation. Okay. So this very easily could have been a felony moving violation for making multiples of the same infraction. Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor, how much did you say it was?
$238.
Did you take 210?
This isn't a bargain here. If you can't take it all tonight, you can't pay it all tonight, then you'll have up to 30 days to pay the fine before a bench warrant is issued for non-payment.
You know what? I think I have it. Is there an ATM nearby? I think there's one. I think I saw one out front. Is that true?
I do believe there is one out there.
Great. I will take care of it tonight.
All right. All right. Thank you for your cooperation. We'll go ahead and mark that court order in the system, and you can pay it. Hopefully there will be a clerk available shortly after this session. Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank
You can
you.
step down. Thank you. All right. Is anybody else waiting to be seen?
I have one, Your Honor.
Okay. How many more folks are lined up waiting here?
There's also one more outside, Your Honor.
So we have 3 more. Okay. All right. Go ahead and state your name, man.
Lucy Heartfelia.
There we go. Oh, this one's a good one. All right. August 15th. All right. These are actually quite serious charges, man.
Yes, that would be correct.
So it looks like this is from the 15th of this month, and it was an arrest. Actually, did they actually arrest you, or was it just a release on scene, ma'am?
It was a release on scene.
Okay. All right. So it looks like we have a negligent discharge and a disturbing the peace charge, both of them misdemeanors. Total fine possible $5,400, and then up to 12 months in jail. Okay. Looks like you had a rifle. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And was that rifle legally obtained?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Thanks, sir.
So it looks like the narrative is upon arrival to the scene, the deputy was met. He made contact with you. It was determined that you were in possession of a .22 caliber rifle, and you were discharging it to quote unquote scare off a mountain lion. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Did you actually shoot the mountain lion or any? Were
No,
you
I
aiming
shot
in
at
the
the
air?
ground by it.
You shot at the ground by
I shot
it.
at the ground
Okay.
back. Yes.
So you were physically staring down a cougar, and you shot you discharged the weapon on the ground near the animal in order to scare it off for your safety.
Correct.
Okay. Is Deputy McCoy in the court?
I am, Your Honor.
All right. I don't know. Is there another bailiff here to swear you in? I don't know where the other bailiff went. I do want you to testify on this.
Your Honor, I can if you like.
If you would, please.
All right, Lieutenant McCoy, state your name. I.
James McCoy.
Do solemnly swear. Do solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Do.
Thanks, sir.
All right, Mr. McCoy, are you familiar with the incident that we are discussing here?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. At any time, did you believe that the subject here, Miss Heartfelia, was endangering anyone or engaging in any kind of illegal hunting or anything like that?
I do not believe that she was attempting.
Okay.
That night in particular, I did.
All right. And did you confirm, did you confirm that she did, in fact, discharge the weapon at the ground? Was a round retrieved? Was there any, did you confirm that happened?
I cannot confirm where the shot was placed, Your Honor, but I can confirm that she did admit to shooting to scare off a cougar.
Okay. So her accounting of that night is correct as far as you're aware.
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Okay. And she was cooperative on scene? Yes.
Very much so, Your Honor.
Okay. Did the sheriff's department secure the weapon? Did you seize it from her, or was that released when she was released from the scene?
No, that is currently being held, if I recall correctly, up at the station in the hills of Vinewood. The park ranger station, I believe.
All right. And did you confirm whether or not that she had any sort of weapon permit?
If I recall, Your Honor, I didn't see anything in the system as to that particular rifle being registered to her.
Okay. Well, I was just, there's no, as far as I'm aware, there's no permit needed to own a .22 caliber bolt action rifle. Was this on public property, or was this on at a residence? That's unclear in the report.
Public property, Your Honor. It was near the side of the road.
Okay. Miss Heartfelia, what were you doing on the side of the road with a weapon?
I was buying fruit. I was buying food at the food stand there on the corner.
Okay. But why did you have a weapon, a rifle handy, buying fruit?
It was in my car at the time, so I quickly ran back to my car to get the gun.
Okay, so...
because the cougar was charging at me.
Okay, I understand. So you got to the car, you got into the car to get your hands on the weapon and had time to pull it out and at least aim it in the direction of the cougar. Okay? Did you have to cock the battery of the weapon and chamber around, or were you carrying it in your car with a round chamber?
No, it was previous cocked.
Okay,
it
so
was
you
round chambered.
Okay, all right. You do know that that's illegal, right?
I did not at the time, Your Honor.
Okay, well, my issue with this here is you had time to get back in the car, reach into the car, put your hands on the rifle, bring the rifle all the way out of the car, and had time to aim it in the direction of the cougar. So you certainly had time to just get in the car and shut the door.
Correct.
Okay. But yet you chose to engage the animal with a firearm, where you could have easily shot and injured a passerby or someone else in the area.
That'd be correct.
Okay. Well, first of all, here's what I'm going to order, okay? That rifle is going to be destroyed because I don't believe that you have had enough training and enough experience in the use and maintenance of owning a weapon, okay? Rolling around in a car with a round chambered and a bolt action rifle, if I'm correct, that particular there's only one brand that's sold in the store, and that one does not have a safety on it. So you see the issue there, okay? The other issue is that you could have simply gotten in your car and called 911 and had either the state parks management, a wildlife official, or the deputies come out and take care of the issue with the animal. Okay. So that's our issue here. So first of all, the weapon's going to be destroyed. You will not be getting that back. I'm going to order that weapon destroyed. I'm also going to order a block on your record with the state that you not be allowed to have any permits at all. Okay. You are hereby barred until further notice from legally carrying any weapon in the state of San Andreas. Okay.
Understood.
What I'm going to do is I'm not going to give you jail time on this. But I am going to give you the full 12 months of probation. Okay? You're going to have to get with the probation officer. You're going to be subject to monthly alcohol tests, and monthly drug tests, and those are going to be surprise tests. Okay. While it is legal to consume alcohol and it is legal to consume marijuana in this state, I'm still going to subject you to those. And then you're also going to be court ordered to go through some sort of weapons training. Just so I can feel that you've at least been educated, even though you're currently not allowed to own or operate any weapons. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then on top of that, we're gonna do the full fine of $5,400. I'm assuming you can't pay $5,400 tonight. You're gonna have 30 days to come up with that or work up a payment plan through the probation officer. Okay.
Actually, Your Honor, I can pay it tonight.
All right, that's fine. I'm not gonna question that. You know the drill. You can pay it afterwards, but you are still. I would recommend that you get with the probation officer before you leave the building tonight.
I will, Your Honor.
If by next Friday at 10 a.m. I don't have the probation officer's initial report and plan with you on my desk, then we're gonna go ahead and put out a bench warrant for your arrest.
Understood.
All right, you may go ahead and step down. Thank you, Deputy
Your Honor.
McCoy.
Welcome, Your Honor.
Got to stand up again, y'all, or I'm gonna get AFK kicked for not moving. All right, we got a couple more to get through, so let's do it. All right, moving right along. Who's next?
Me.
Is that your legal name, me, or?
Oh, I'm just saying me for me to come up. My actual name is Jake Brown.
You didn't work for State Farm at one point, did you?
No.
Warning, warrant arm, violent evading.
Records. See what we got here, because I'm not seeing them. That is Jake Brown. Jakebrown.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you being seen for? Because I don't see anything in the system under that name, sir.
Maybe it's. Hang on. Wait a minute. Maybe it's.
I do see it, Jack Brown.
It's actually Jack Brown. Jack. It should be in the system because he has a charge.
I found it.
Of,
you said Jake originally.
Sorry.
All right, and this looks like it was a driving under the influence, driving while in talks.
Yes. Yes.
From back in May.
Yeah, you see, I didn't know that there was court around at this time when I first came here, so.
Okay, so you were arrested and charged.
Yes.
Given the breathalyzer, which you then subsequently failed, and you didn't realize you needed to go to court for it.
No, nobody. The officer didn't.
How old are you, sir? Are you of legal age? Are you at least 18?
I'm actually. Yeah, I'm 18.
Okay. All right, just making sure because you sound young, you look young, and most adults understand that if they break the law and get caught and go to jail, that they have to come see a big, scary man in black with white hair like me. Okay?
Yeah.
So, okay. So are you not seeking any legal representation on this? Or what's the case?
I'm just going to pay the fine. I know there's a fine on there that I didn't pay.
Okay. Well, there's also going to be jail time.
Okay.
Because this is you've heard of the term cardinal sin. Correct?
Yes.
You know what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Driving under the influence of any substance, illegal or otherwise, or should I say legal or otherwise, is a cardinal sin with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I don't abide by. An adult should know better. Okay. Mm-hmm. Everybody should know. It's 2020. We've all seen the news.
Gotcha.
We've all seen what happens. Everybody should know better. In order to get a driver's license, you had a whole 15-question section on the driver's license test about your knowledge of driving under the influence and the dangers that it poses. Okay?
I gotcha.
So there's no excuse in my eyes that you didn't know. And the other thing that bothers me is I know that we've got a very heavy caseload coming through this court. But the fact that you have not made any contact with this court on this, we're now August, and this happened in May. So you've had at least 90 days to deal with this, and you haven't. Okay? So the excuse that you didn't know you had to go to court, I'm not going to buy that. Okay? So one last time, are you going to seek some legal counsel on this and continuance, or are you just going to go ahead and plead guilty?
I'm gonna plead guilty because of what I done was wrong.
Okay.
I shouldn't have done that.
I'm gonna agree with you there. You should never do that. Period.
Yeah.
I don't even buy the whole blood alcohol content and percentage based on body weight and when it's okay to drive and when it's not. You know, if you've had any alcohol, if you've ingested any drugs, you shouldn't drive, period.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me look at the arrest report here and the public code on this. Give me just a second. She's screwed, y'all. She's screwed. Or he's screwed. Yeah. There we go. Okay, even though your first offense is considered a misdemeanor when it comes to driving while in tox, you are going to serve the full 12 months at Bolingbroke. Okay. Assuming that your behavior is on par while you are incarcerated, there will be no probation that I see or parole that I see. Okay. In the meantime, for this year, while you're intoxicated, and until you come before me and appear before me again to get it reinstated, your license is hereby suspended.
Okay.
All right. You do not have a legal right to drive in this state as of this point. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So the total fines is going to be $1,500, and it's going to be 12 months incarceration at Bolingbroke.
Gotcha.
The next time that you wind up before me with an additional DUI charge, next time it's a felony and it's 5 years, man, sir.
Gotcha.
All right. Bailiff, go ahead and take Mr. Brown into custody and escort him into cell. We'll get him ready for transport. Oh yeah, guys, I'm worried. I'm paying attention to the time, but I don't want to leave people that were here that showed up. We got one more to do. Okay, last case on the docket tonight, or last case for tonight. Who is it?
Jackson Slaughter, Your Honor.
Are you intoxicated, sir?
No, I'm injured, Your Honor. I'm injured.
Right.
There's a difference.
I just had to ask. Go ahead and hobble up to the stand.
I understand. I'll explain everything. Oh.
One Mr. Jackson Slaughter.
Pardon my breathing heavy, Your Honor. I wrecked my bike yesterday. I have 2 cracked ribs, a bruised rib, a sprained ankle. I got a bunch of stuff wrong with me, so we're gonna try to make this through it together.
Okay, and this is in response to the May 10th charge of reckless driving, correct?
No, I think that was already handled with a fine. I got pulled over for some type of illegal U-turn and then doing some burnout or something. I paid the fines for the reckless op.
I see them. Okay, yep, you're correct. Hold on just a second. He's got several, y'all. Legal U-turn, excessive speed and burnout, exhibition of speed, and public intox. The public intox charge has already been answered for as well, correct? Yeah?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is exhibition of speed, the burnout, and the illegal U-turn.
Yep.
All right. Are you seeking any contest to this, or are you just pleading guilty, sir?
Oh, I'm contesting every last bit of it, Your Honor.
Okay. So you wish to have a continuance and a hearing on this, and have you secured any legal counsel?
I don't need it, Your Honor. I'm supporting myself because that's just bull. It was a newbie cop trying to make a name for himself.
Okay.
I swear to it.
So are you saying that the entire citation for both, the reports for both citations is completely fabricated and false?
Yep, and I want the paper that I got in the mail says that I'm marked as some type of gang affiliation. I want that moved too. I mean, that's just bull.
Are you or are you not a member of the Lost MC, the motorcycle club?
I'm the president of the motorcycle club,
Okay.
not the motorcycle gang.
I didn't say gang, did I?
No, but the paper
Okay.
that they gave.
Well,
they said
you do
said
understand, sir, that there is history with you, Mr. Slaughter, and history related to the club and violence, right?
Just the destruction of property, Your Honor.
I understand, but you also
nothing.
understand other members of that club have been arrested for drug offenses, for weapons violations, and other serious crimes. Okay, when you have a quote unquote club. I don't care if it's the 4-H club. I don't care if it's the Paleto Bay Boy Scout troop, whatever. It don't matter to me. When you have more than one, you have multiple members of a given organization that have all those people that I just mentioned, some of those members of your club, okay, that then the LAO is going to classify it as a gang affiliation. You understand? Because of the illegal activity.
But Your Honor, we only had one, and that was Trump charges too. I think they're actually still in court about that crap. Because of that crap officer. I mean, it was just one.
Okay, well, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go and have to talk to the head of the gang unit for the LSPD. I'm assuming you're still based in Los Santos, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, you're going to need to get with the I believe it's Lieutenant Reed, who heads up the gang unit for the LSPD. If you want to remove your club from that list, then you need to get with them. They're the ones that make the classification, not the court. You understand?
Yep. I will. I'll reach out to him.
Okay, because I don't. That's a classification they make, and it's automatically generated list based on whether or not they've marked it on the arrest report. So if you wish to remove that moving forward, then you're going to have to get with him. And then they will make the corrections if they decide to do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So 30 days. So the end of September. You need to be ready to present your defense to that case. Okay. And in the meantime, the DA is going to call. They're going to subpoena. And depot the officer or officers involved.
Hey, do I need a lawyer, or can I fight this by myself?
I would suggest you get one.
Fight.
Okay, and this is why. This is a legit reason. This is not me coming down on you and saying if you don't have legal representation, it's going to be harder for you to beat the case because I'm not going to buy what you're saying. That's not the case. The point here. The point is
right.
that no citizen understands the law and the current form of all laws more than the people who do it every day for a living. You understand what I'm saying? Be it a loophole,
I do.
be it a change in the law, be it understanding an arrest report and understanding the inner workings of the police department and how any mistakes on those, being omitted information, fields that weren't filled out properly, that's the reason you get an attorney. It's not so you can pad someone's account and make their Mercedes payment, okay? It's because they specialize in law, and that's what they do, and all day long, every day, they're reading books and they're keeping up on the changes that the lawmakers make. Okay, so I would highly suggest that you secure, at least get with a lawyer and confer with them and get some advice about your case if you're not going to full on hire a lawyer to help defend you.
At least for paperwork is what you're saying.
Well, like I said, sir, they could. I mean, there's plenty of things that could happen with this case, but the fact remains that if you defend it on your own, you have a higher chance of failing the defense. You understand what I'm saying?
I do. I think I'll look into.
So that's up to you. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to treat you any different whether or not you have a man in a suit standing next to you. But what I am going to say is, when you show up and there's a selection of your peers that are going to help decide that case, I would show up in more professional attire, sir. You understand what I'm saying?
A bow tie.
Well, you don't need a bow tie and a tux, but a suit, at least something would be nice other than a leather vest and a T-shirt that looks like it's been through the washer probably 300 or 400 loads.
I'm sorry, I wash my clothes and keep them clean.
I'm not getting down on you. All I'm saying is that when you're standing before a jury or peers, you want to put your best foot forward, especially if you're defending your own case. That's all I'm saying, sir. All right. So your plea of not guilty and fully contesting all of the charges has been entered. We will reconvene here in a month. I would suggest that you get your case together. It's also been put into the system that you completely contest and you claim that all the charges were fabricated and that none of those actions were committed by you.
Yes, and I'd like to see like dash cam footage. I'd like to see something.
Well, that's another reason to get a lawyer, because you walking into the police department demanding copies of that footage, that's not going to work for obvious reasons, sir. However, a lawyer through the proper channels, through the DA's office, can request that evidence. And they're going to get it a lot easier than a motorcycle enthusiast and a mechanic strolling into the police department and demanding a copy of that footage.
That makes sense. Sense.
All right. If you do you have any further questions, sir?
No, Your Honor. That's it.
All right. Then that so orders the court. We'll reconvene in a month on this. Go ahead and take that time and get your case ready. Get your lawyer. Do what you need to do. Okay?
Will do, Your Honor.
All right. You can go ahead and step down, sir.
Okay. Give me a minute. Oh, gosh. Oh.
All right. That's going to convene this session of the court. If anybody arrived late and didn't get seen, make sure that you get on the docket for next month. There has been an issue where we've had some people, due to their busy lives, have waited till the last minute to get on the docket or to secure legal counsel. My advice to those people here: do not wait. As soon as you have the charges, make sure that you secure legal counsel if you need to. All right. Mr. or Deputy McCoy, do we know if there's a court clerk? I'm going to have to leave here very quickly after the session. Is there a court clerk here to take care of the fines?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
Okay. For those of you that need to pay fines, if you don't get them paid tonight, there will be open opportunity this next week to take care of it. So with that being said, thank you, everybody. We're going to go ahead and end these proceedings. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, y'all. That is going to do it for me here in the San Andreas court tonight. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It was a little odd tonight. It was a little bit different than y'all are normally used to watching. But I hope it was fun nonetheless. I know we're running a little bit late. I'm going to get out of here over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BuddhaRocks. I'm going to go live there in a little bit. We'll do some chatting. I'm going to have a little poll. We'll let the viewers decide from a list of games what we're going to play tonight. And we're going to have some fun, do some Jaeger shots and all that good stuff. So I hope to see you there. Twitch.tv/BuddhaRocks. I'll be there hopefully right around 10 if I'm a little late. Hang out. I will be live there shortly. Love you guys. Thank you, ABM, for becoming a channel member and all the new subscribers. BuddhaRocks.com in the meantime. Check out my website for all of my social links, merch store, all kinds of cool stuff, Twitter feed, and all of my archives over there. And check out KUFFSGaming.com too if you're interested in joining our 5M community or any of the servers that we run, including Daisy, Atlas, 5M. We have a Rust server now, and we're adding more as we go. So you all have a good night. Hope to see you over there on Twitch, and stay cool. We'll see you next time.